we scrubbed out of the Grand Prix. So we went 1 and 3 in the main event. And as soon as we finished, we got the fuck out and went to get a drink and get some food, which was like 4 in the afternoon. So, yeah, we weren't there past 4 o'clock on Saturday. And then we came back and we did the PTQ on Sunday. Yeah, that was... You want to talk about fucked up? Shit. I was just talking about this with the Key Sanity thing, with the tournament. There were XOs that did not make the cut on that. The way that the pairings worked out, they were forced to play the last round with XO and couldn't draw in. So you were XO going in the last round and couldn't make the cut. So it's weird how they set that one up. So yeah, I mean, well, shit happens. We'll get. There's actually, it's funny. There's a Star City Modern in 4 weeks. Ooh, that's interesting. There's a Modern event in 4 weeks, SCG, that I might go to. That's in Indy. I haven't made up my mind on it yet. Yeah, I haven't made up my mind on it. But there's a possibility it might be back in Indy in 4 weeks. So. Yeah, I haven't made up my mind on that. I didn't even know it was going until I looked it up the other day. So. How many teams were there? I think there was like 500 teams, something like that. Oh, you mean for the... well, that was the main event. The PTQ had 140-ish teams, something like that. So it was 6 rounds, cut to top 4. But it was weird. Yeah, we went into the last round, and going into round 5, there were... yeah, it was 5 XOs going into that, so there was no draw-ins at all. So you ended up having to play it. It was weird. So we ended up, well, we didn't know. We actually lost round 1 of the PTQ, but we didn't realize that the cut was going to be so high. We didn't realize that we were actually out of it when we lost the first round. We ended up going, we were 3-1. We won the next 3. And then we lost in round 5 to Chris Pakula's team, which was funny because we registered each other's pools. And then we were sitting there the whole time before the match trying to remember what was in each other's pools, and nobody on either side could remember. And then we ended up splitting the 6th, and then just got our prizes and left. So tell me about Fogo, man. I need to know about Fogo. I talked to Zim, and he didn't go. And he didn't actually hear how it went. I gotta hear how this thing how it went, though. So, yeah, anybody that didn't know, so... Grand Prix for Magic the Gathering, Grand Prix Indy was this weekend. And the Magic judges, there was 30 Magic judges, apparently, that went to Fogo de Chao. So it was a party of 30 going to Fogo. I have to hear how this went. Very healthy seed. Blue male and a bunch of hearts. Is that lightning? Oh my god, I'm hearing thunder out there, babe. It's thunder and it's storming right now. I just saw some lightning and I just heard the thunder. Oh, and I have Titan's Mints already. That's interesting. I just heard it, babe. I saw it and then I heard it. Yeah, it's storming out. We have a January thunderstorm. That's different. Yeah, well, it's the cold is coming in, so... Yeah, nice January storm. That's nice. Probably should have stopped and picked up some bombs. I need to buy some. Well, yeah, it's because it's in Texas. We only get them for about 4 months. Yeah. Your southern drawl just snuck through there. I don't know if you noticed that. Yeah. So, my wife is from Texas, and she usually doesn't use her southern accent. Every once in a while, it sneaks through, and it's fun as hell to watch. It's funny as hell to listen to. Dread, tell me! Fogo! Explain! Need to know! Required! Must know! Yeah. Yeah. Green 7 and red. Green. Two pendants, but we already have Titan's mitts. There's only one Dark World pendant. That'll be interesting to find out which one it is. A sword. A key. I'm not gonna sequence work that one. Let's go south, and then I guess if we find the Moon Pearl, then we'll just head straight in. Now that we have a weapon. Otherwise, what else? We can do the eastern route without the bow, I guess. No point in fake flippering at this point, so... Is that the first time you've actually been there? Fogo is amazing. If you've never been to Fogo de Chao, you must do it one time in your life. You have to do it at least once in your life. I mean, yeah, we do it at least once or twice a year at this point. That's how good it is. Whoa, that little fucker snuck in there. Did you see that? His first... Oh, it's the best, man. It's the best. I mean, there's no... I don't say. It's just the best. Now I kind of want to see what's pretty good. Yeah. That's... I mean, if you had the whole room to yourself back there, that's fucking awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, Fogo is the best. It is... Yeah. I cannot overstate it. Texas State Brazil is just the same. It's the same experience. Okay, now Dredd, here's the question, and you have to answer this question correctly, otherwise you lose the bonus round. Okay? What did you get for dessert? There are 2 correct answers to this question. 2, but only 2. What did you get for I just killed myself. Oh my god, I wasn't even paying attention. I'm gonna have to come back to that one. I was too busy watching this, and I wasn't even paying attention that I hit a couple of crabs. I'm gonna do escape, I guess. I'll do escape first. But yeah, what did you have for dessert? This is a very, very important question. I really hope that doesn't fuck me right there. And by the way, the correct answer to this question is I did not have dessert. If you tell me you did not have dessert, you lose. You have to have dessert. The map is still out there. I can't believe I blew myself up. There's my moon pearl. Right, hopefully the map is down here. This little, or not, the map is not down here. Oh, so close, but totally wrong. Oh, I'm so disappointed. You will not be welcome back tomorrow. His response was grilled pineapple, which I didn't even know that was really on the menu. Grilled pineapple. And then yeah, and then his girlfriend had the chocolate cake. Boy, I'm so sorry. The correct answer was... Ooh, wow, that was cool. There are two correct answers to this question. One is the papaya cream, which is my favorite. It is amazing. I will get it almost every time, and you can... It's just the best. It's just the best. Even when you're stuffed full of meat, you can still eat it. The second answer to this, though, there... Well, yeah, oh, it's thick. It's thick.
It fills in all the cracks.
Yeah. The second answer to this question, however, the other acceptable answer is the tres leches. Because their tres leches is the best. Well, usually my wife will get it, and then I'll usually try to sneak a bite or two in.
If I'll let him.
Yeah. It is so good. So, remember that next time that, you know, I'm not putting you at fault, but you're wrong. At least you had some. Because if you would have said, I was too full for dessert, oh yeah, you just didn't get to experience Fogo the way it was meant to be.
That's why I don't stuff my face.
Alright, where is... That's a 6er, that's 5er, and then the blue is here. So we're looking right now for the mirror. I'd say that would be our item of choice. Oops. Kind of clipped that one. So the wild card tonight is... The wild card race is one-hit knockout. I will not be participating in one-hit knockout. It means that, okay, so it's timed one-hit knockout. So it mixed into the item pools are timers, and each timer adds 5 minutes to the timer. While the timer is running, you're good. Everything is just the same as normal. It's as normal as can be. Once the timer runs out, if you get hit by anything, it's instant death. That's what one-hit knockout means. I'm gonna go this way because I'm down to 2 hearts. Oh, I understand the concept of the grilled pineapple. I just don't understand why you would eat it over something delicious like papaya cream or tres leches. I just don't understand. I can't comprehend it because it's so good. Again, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that you're wrong. Seriously though, it's so good. It's just so fucking good. You can do either. Jesus, I literally am getting hit by everything. I need to work on this because I've been doing shitty lately with this. Help if I hit this. I don't think I'm gonna get it over there before they unfreeze. Oh, and that one's coming in there. I'm just gonna pop down here. Yeah, dude, just take my word for it. Take my advice. It's so good. I'm gonna death warp here because I need to take a hit anyway. Yeah, definitely try it though. It is absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Now, I'm glad you had fun. I actually, we ended up going to because we scrubbed out early. We ended up going to, we just went to the local Champs and just, you know, ate some light food. Then we went back to the B&B and ordered pizza. So we ate about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Then we went back to the B&B and ordered pizza like 3 hours later. We ate a lot of junk food this trip. Lots and lots of junk food. God, I'm a little reluctant to even go into Thieves Town at this point without the hammer, but I'm going to do it. Oh, awesome! Yeah, good. Yeah, good to... That's a good picture to keep. Especially again your first time through. It's such an experience doing that for the first time. You don't know what to expect going into it, and then you do, and you're like, wow, this was nothing like I expected. Yeah, the quality, the food service quality, the serving team, the waiters and the waitresses, the service is what makes that place what it is. Because their service is second to none. I was really hoping the hammer would be here. It'd be super dangerous if that hammer is at, like, Zora. Something that's available right now and I'm not going to get to for a bit. It's a safety. It doesn't mean anything because it's not going to get used for anything. Actually, it does mean that Aga would be available if I had the lantern.
Varsith had actually left the server and then come back, and he couldn't keep the name Varsith because he left and then he came back, somebody else wasn't taking it.
Oh.
So this is that's the original Varsith.
Oh, it's his rogue.
Yeah.
Who the hell would take that name? It's fucking weird.
Oh god, he said that someone that PvP with during a random break wanted me to get into Eerie Peak, and then I got bored with my own.
Yeah, that happens. Alright. So, luckily we found 2 items in the front, but it does mean that the key is downstairs. Now again, under the new logic rules, the small key can be in the big chest, which means this could be slightly, you know, there is a slight chance that was... Jesus Christ. I mean, how can that stop dodge like that? But there is a slightly increased chance that you know, we won't have to worry about the hammer chest.
When did I come back? Burning Crusade? Is that when I came out?
Yeah. So, the only other thing that could really fuck me up right now... Yo, Gil. What's up, dude? Alright, good. Item there. That increases my chances a lot. How are things going? Yeah, it's good to be back. Good to be back home. Won't be good to go back to work tomorrow, but hey. Beggars and choosers and all that shit. Oh, I got the tricky one. Yeah, I'm gonna take a hit. Oh, one of the possibility storms. I'll have to. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'll have to look at that after. The main event, we sucked. Our deck was very mediocre. It was textbook average. We ended up going 1-3 drop from the main event, and then we did the a PTQ the day after. I'm actually gonna check the stun pack here really quick. I'm curious to know if it's hearts. Shit, there's the key. So we ended up doing the PTQ the next day. We did a little bit better. I mean, we just split for prizes, but there wasn't. We had fun. We learned a few things about this team environment that we did not know previously. There's really no way to know previously. But we had a good time. You know, there were 6 of us just hanging out for the most part. But yeah, we scrubbed out pretty hard from the main event, unfortunately. So, but again, we still had fun. It was a good weekend just to get away. Oh my God, that was a new pun. That was a new blind pun. I missed it. Oh, I hear it. Hold on. Somebody just said a sub. I can't check right now. Hold on. Let me kill blind first. There we go. Gil! With the 2-month 3 sub. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Thank you much, sir. Shit, there's an item in the basement. That happens. But, yeah, it was just a good weekend to get away. Really needed it. Many bonks to you, good sir. Many good bonks. Let me see if I can get a bonk in here. Give me a sec here. Excuse me. There's some bonks for you. Fifteen, 16, 17. Fuck that. So, I'm glad I didn't miss anything while I was gone. Sounds like there was a few, I didn't really even get a chance to check on the weeklies, to see how those went. I really wish I would've, but... Yeah, we were actually talking about Columbus, so... Columbus is just within the range that we would drive. It's about a 6-hour drive from here. We talked about it. We don't know yet. Let's put it this way. If we go, it's just going to be one team. So there was a little mishap with the second team, because there was two teams that went. There were 6 of us. And there was a small mishap with the second team. So the second team started 0-2. And one of the team members decided to take upon himself to drop the team at 0-2 without telling anybody. And basically came up to the team and said, yeah, I just dropped us. I'm going to go walk around for a bit. Bye. And it left a really fucking sour taste in everybody's mouth. So... Yeah, I don't think that team is going to go back as is. Let's put it that way. Flippers. Okay. Flippers and mushroom. Well, that opens up a few extra things in the logic here. It actually means that we can go do the, we can go pick up the stuff that we didn't do earlier. Go turn this in. But we'll see. So as it stands right now, Star City Indy is in 4 weeks. That's modern. I have not made up my mind on this one. I love modern. It's my favorite format. I know Indy's a pretty short drive from here. It would most likely just be me going. I don't think anybody else would probably go to that one. Because we don't have a whole lot of other people who play Constructed. Oh, there's that hammer! Oh, that's a tricky one. That is a tricky one. I love the tricky ones. Oh, I probably should have came up the other... yeah, I should have came up the other way. Yeah, fuck it. We'll go up this way. I kind of made a mistake here. Should have came up the other way. But, we'll see. And then I think there's another one going on in... There's Columbus in April, and then I think there's another Star City in April, I think. Another modern. Or maybe it's Milwaukee. That's modern. I think it's Milwaukee.
Okay.
Yes.
Remember an Illithid's in Koala? Illithidz.
I don't know. Why?
Because he used to be in Koala, now he's in Lazy Nation too.
Ah.
So there's 3 of us right now.
Yeah. I do not, unfortunately.
He was the MT of Group 2.
Ah, okay. Oh, he was with, Blood Feast then.
Oh, that far back.
Yeah, he would have been with Feast, because that was the only time we had 2 teams. Oh, I guess I already popped it and then I died. So yeah, we'll see how things go, and if I decide to do if I decide to do the modern ones. I probably should, because I do love modern, and I'll have to get some modern testing in if I do decide to do that. So again, we'll kind of see if that happens or not. But with the flippers, we're gonna check the Zora route. We'll get this over with. So that ended up costing us about 30 seconds. That early death. It's okay.
Oh, he didn't use... What name did he use? Let me ask him. He said he didn't use it.
I mean, I might know him from a different name. Alright. So... The flippers are either going to lead to something here on the ledge, or this is just a required... I mean, it's a required item, obviously. We need... Both flipper dungeons are required, so it might just be part of the rotation of it is. Alright, so... The question is going to be at this point, where do we go? It's really unfortunate that we got the hammer right after doing Thieves Town. Especially with so many items that are still outstanding. I guess we should go to Eastern. We haven't checked it yet. Fuck you, Zora. I'm waiting to go to Death Mountain until I get the actually, let's just walk it. I'm waiting to go to Death Mountain until I get the a hook shot or the mirror. Hopefully it's in one of these 2 locations. The mirror would actually be kind of an issue if the mirror happened to be here, because that means that the route taken for the smithy was wrong. Because you could have the mirror before it, and then you would have been able to finish it and take the you would have gotten 2 more items. slightly reluctant to go in there, but I think I'm going to. I think I'm still going to. It means this is probably a double dip. I mean, that's not uncommon. Yeah, I don't want to go up to Death Mountain with only one item in sequence. Hookshot's got to be around here somewhere.
Calendel is back, but he decided to get into the game without Koala, and he would start a whole new server now.
Yep. Yeah, Cal's been playing for a while now.
Oh, okay. You knew about that?
Yep. At least 2-3 months. Oh, boots, 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 boots! You know what sucks about this is that we could have, again, this is the drawback of getting boots in a in an early dungeon like this, is some people did it early, like at the start, and that someone was not us. I mean, we decided to go to Dark World instead, so it's not a bad thing. Means we're gonna change up the next set of the rotation just a bit. Let the bonk begin. Many bonks shall occur. Many, many bonks. Probably shouldn't have gone in that direction, but hey. So the big key's over here. It's out of sequence, but we're going to get it. There's no reason not to, so we got to come back anyway. It's a crystal, so... If it wasn't a crystal, part of me would actually say just ignore this. So we'll save quit when we do this, and then we're going to do the... Where did I... That was weird. I clipped the corner. Don't fault Ganondorf. He doesn't know that he's a, a pig demon. Or does he? I don't actually know in the lore if he knows that he's going to turn into Ganon. I don't actually know. Yeah, I would be really tempted to skip this chest. Knowing that I've got to come back into this anyway. If it was a pendant, at least. Oh, I'm sure glad I didn't. Alright, so we're going to do the Sanctuary. We're going to do the two halves here. Do we go to Desert before we do anything else? I guess that's the question. We cannot clear Desert, but we got the boots, and then we got... Yeah, what's going to do Desert? That tells me that the torch might have something. So, we're going to do this. We're going to do these two locations, then we're going to go down to Desert Palace. See if there's something on that torch. Even though it's a pendant, it should be fine. I wonder which way is quicker, going left or going right out of this. It doesn't matter. The screen transitions seem about the same. Gotta come back out anyway, so... Nesta Sword. Very nice. Okay, that gives us an additional item once we can get up to the mountain. Or find the mirror. Alright, yeah, let's go... We're gonna go do the, Let's go do Desert. Piece of heart there. So we'll do this, and then we'll go do Agana. And then... I'm trying trying to think where we're gonna go after that. We're slowly running out of places to check. I think pod might be the best check, even though we don't have the we don't have the bow or the lamp. Again, the lamp is the tricky one because, you know, the lamp is going to be required in logic to get half of the items in there, so... And it's possible we're just bow locked. Ice rod, that's required. That's a... You know what? That could be a tricky one, too. That could definitely be a tricky one. Big key, little key, big key, little key, big key. So the big key is going to yield the little key, which is actually good. This is the way we want it. Oh, actually, it does not 100% have to yield the little key. It is possible that the little key... Okay. I think in this case the logic does apply. The little key could technically be behind the door if there are no items behind the door. No important items. I think. I'm not certain about that. Well, hopefully it's one of these two items, then we'll leave, we'll go to Agana. And then we have to decide where to go. Might do the Mire Shed really quick. It's 2 items, super quick. Doesn't take much. Oh, look at that. Perfect. So we could finish this if we wanted to, but we're not going to. We're definitely not going to finish this with this setup. So 2 required items. And I think that's going to lead us to pod. Don't we all? Don't we all? Alright, I think that's going to lead us to pod. I think we're going to go to pod after this. Oops. I just realized I was marking off the wrong ones. There we go. Yeah, we're going to do pod. I was thinking about checking the Mire Shed first, but now that we actually have the lamp, it opens up the logical side of this. So, plus we even if we go to Mire, we can't do anything in the desert. So we can't do anything there, and the only thing we would basically be getting is 2 items. Then we have to save quick because we don't have the mirror. So we're looking for hook shot and mirror. Those are the 2 big progression pieces. Fire rod gets us a few more. But I think those are the 2 biggest items to look for here, so... So, Gil, you've been playing a few of these while I've been gone? Hmm. I was just asking. 2 falls on Ganon, the final arrow, yeah. What? Okay, let me ask you this. Were you nervous? Were you actually nervous because you were being restreamed? I remember the first time I was restreamed, well, it was during a tournament. It was during the, it was my very first match against, it was against Kirby. In the first tournament, that was my first restream, and I was nervous as fuck. I played like ass. Just total ass. What am I doing? I've been playing too much Key Sanity. I don't want to go that way. Yeah. Dude, it's normal. It happens. Totally expected. Yeah, you gotta, as much as it's, I mean, I know it's cliche, you just can't think about it. You just can't think about it. You know, keep your mind on things. The one thing I do like about the restream, and it's nothing, again, I love chatting with you guys, but when you restream and you can focus and you're not sitting there chatting away and all that, that you really can focus on what's going on. And it definitely makes it go a little bit smoother, at least in my opinion. That is one thing I like about being restreamed, is that you total focus on it. When when the Key Sanity tournament starts in a week, it's next week. I also shut my camera off during live matches. I don't even have my camera on, so I can focus 100% on what's going on. So I shut everything off. Yeah, Kirby's a really good commentator. He, you know, he can't. I don't know if he did much of that, you know, of that role commentary or anything before this, but he does it really well. I've been very impressed with his commentary. Nice quality of life item. Shades is good too. Shades can be a little loud, but Shades is good too. I like Shades. Bug net. No big key so far. So we have to check this one because we don't know. We're missing 2 items, so we don't know if we're bow locked or not. There's the big key. Good. That's gonna net us a few more. And then we do a save quit after this. I don't know where we go after this. If we get an item here that says one thing, but if we don't get an item, I'm not sure where we go. That's 1. So 2 to go. Ah. 2. Come on, be the bow. Oh my god, it'd be awesome if this was the bow. Come on, bow me. Did not get an item. Boy, we've just got fringe spots left. I think it's time to... I'm gonna go check out Mire. I'm gonna check out the Mire area. It's a safe... It's a really quick check. Oh, there's Pyramid as well. Ah, boy, this is tough. All of our spots are spread. There's 2 here, there's 2 there, there's 2 there. There's kind of 2 going up to the catfish. This is not even a, hopefully Mire's not required, but... I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. I think I'm gonna... I guess it's time to do it. Let's just go to Death Mountain. There are 3 items up at Death Mountain that are currently available to us, so... Are you entered in that tournament? I don't even know. Are you entered in the Key Sanity tournament, or are you just gonna be a spectator? And yeah, practice is everybody needs more practice. I need a shit ton more practice. What am I doing? Can't run with the old man. He's a slow old fart. Oh boy, yeah. So here's what I've noticed about the oh man, I actually got it that time. Oh my god, alert the press. I actually got the fucking spin dash down. Oh my god. The good players are closing the gap. They are definitely closing the gap on the advantage that a few of us had early on because nobody wanted to do this. The really good skilled players are closing the gap. There was maybe a dozen of us that got off to a really big lead because nobody wanted to do Key Sanity early on. The great execution players and all that, they're starting to realize now that they need to practice. And I'm noticing that they've closed that advantage that we had, so I'm a little leery. Where the fuck is this item at? Oh, that's cool, dude. So, I'll tell you, I'll need you guys to I'm gonna need a little bit of support when it comes to the restreams for these events, just because. Well, I need it because it's not gonna be easy, especially since we're playing without a net. I mean, we have no. Damn, where is this fucking item at? Oh, did he? Did he drop after today's daily? Because I saw that he struggled with today's daily. I hope he didn't drop because of that. See, the difference between... And I have noticed this. The difference between somebody that plays open mode a lot, when they get into key sanity, the problem is the Ganon Tower key. That's what's going to get people every time, is the Ganon Tower key. Because you have people like Christos who are fucking amazing at this game. I mean, they're the best. They're the best of what's out there. But they go into it not, you know, expecting the Ganon Tower key to be in Ganon's Tower if you don't find it. I mean, and that's when it gets tricky. I think Boyne is gotten really good at this. The ones that I've seen him do is he's gotten really good at predicting where the GT key is. I've noticed that. He's getting really good at that, which is fucking frightening to us, but I guess where am I going? I fucking brain farted there for a second. But yeah, we've got some people that are getting really fucking good at predicting where that key is. So, and that's what it's about. The open players that only play open and standard, I think it's difficult them to grasp the fact that, oh, well, I can go to Ganon's Tower, but there's no guarantee it's going to be there. So, I hope, I mean, I shouldn't be saying anything. I mean, again, I'm talking about people that are 10 times better at this than I am. Especially with Christos, he helped design the fucking game. God, you know where it's gonna be? It's gonna be in Thieves Town. It's gonna fucking be in Thieves Town. But yeah, I think most of the players that are getting into this for the first time, I think that's the biggest struggle, is that if the G Tower key is not, you know, out in the world and you find it on the way, I think those are the people that are struggling. I mean, yeah, it's great when you find it, but if you don't find it, you need to know, you know, go to G Tower, and there's a time and a place that you need to say, wait a second, it's probably not here. Yeah. 1 for 2, I'll take that for today. Catfish or Thieves Town, one or the other. We're basically running out of spots to check. So, I do expect a few extra drops between now and the end of the signups, but I think last check it was at 196. That's the one that I saw that he was still racing. So when I got home, I checked, and there was there wasn't that many people. There were still like 10 or 12 people still to go, and I saw his time was like 30 minutes off the lead. And because Blaine wrecked that seed. I found out why. What's up, dude? Okay, dude. There's only 2 spots it could be, so shut up. Shut up. Or the ball. I'll take the ball.
That's a decent find.
That's a good find. So.
That's the first time I've ever seen you not get catfish. Well, I was seriously
Go take a shower.
No, you've always checked the catfish.
Yeah, usually. Well, this time I checked it really late, so.
So this is like the first time I've ever seen you not get catfish.
Yeah, but usually what it is, I check it early and it's nothing, and then you check it late and it's there. So. Yeah, so. Still happens. But.
Cool.
Anyway. But, yeah, I mean, I do expect some more people to drop. But the problem with this tournament is I know there's a good chunk of people that are doing it and just doing it in jest. Which, again, I got in this conversation with Blaine before before this race began. That's okay. There's no problem with this. You know, the people just, you know, they race when you want to race. It's an open event. No qualifying. You're doing it just to have fun. The only issue that I have with it is the way this tournament is constructed. Because of the sheer amount of people that are in this, you don't have a safety net. So you've got, I'm going to say out of the, you know, there's almost 200 people in this event. There's 196 at last count that I saw. I bet 80 of those people have never even done Key Sanity. Never even done it. They haven't done it. They have no idea what they're doing. And they're doing it just for fun, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. I just have a problem with the fact that they don't seem like they have the ability or the want, and I think it's more they're restricted. I don't think with a time frame. I don't think it's. I think if they wanted to stretch it out, you know, they could, and they might want to and just can't. But you're gonna go 5-0 in this event the way it's laid out right now, and you're not gonna be making the cut. You have to then qualify to get in, and that's wrong. You go 5-0 in Swiss, you're fucking in. That's just what it should be. And unfortunately, it's not the case here. That's the only issue I have with the sheer amount of people that are in this, that are doing it more or less for the lulz. No lag on that fight. That was interesting. Fire roll! Okay, let's think about this. What are we missing? Cane, mirror. We're gonna do pod. We're right here. We have to do it anyway. So let's just get pod out of the way. Yeah, I wish that what they would have done with this one is the same thing they did with the NMG. Which is, you need to finish Key Sanity at least once before you're allowed to race. And that, I think, would make a significant difference. My understanding is they're not going to change the rules. That is not official. There's still a week for that to happen. You know, it's a simple fix. Add 1 week. The problem is they might not be able to add 1 week because it's going to collide with the spring and the NMG tournaments. But it's only... The problem with that, and again, I understand. They are limited on this. They have a limited time frame to get all of these rounds in. But having the finals on the same week as the first round of the NMG tournament or the spring event, it's not a big deal. We can do 2 races a week. Or 2 people could do 2 races a week. It's not a big fucking deal. I understand the reasoning behind it. I just think it's a little flawed. And I think this is when they need to make an exception. Where they need to fix it. Because it's as simple as adding 1 week. Then if you XO, you're in. If you X1, you're in the playoff. And everybody is happy. Boom. Done. How easy is that? I need to get a small key. If this is the small key, it has to be. So, I mean, it's as simple as can be. And problem is solved. But my understanding is they're not going to do it. And again, it's not because I don't know if it's because they don't want to do it or they can't do it. I don't know the answer to that, unfortunately. I hope it's because they can't. Because if they can and they're just not doing it, I have a problem with that. Because you need to adjust for the amount of people that you invited to this thing. It needs to be adjusted. It really does. You know what's funny? We still do not have East Death Mountain access. We're 54 minutes in. We still do not have access. We don't have the mirror or the hook. It's really weird. So we have a choice here. We can go to Ice Palace, which is probably the correct choice. The problem is Ice Palace is logic locked right now. Because there's no hook, which means if the hook is there, it looks like there's 3 items in there, but there's not. In reality, there's only 1 or 2, because half those items are actually key lock, or they're locked behind the logic. So I think I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna knock out. Why am I not getting lag? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, wow, I'm getting awesome frame rate for some reason. So, I don't know. I'm just... I really wish that they would adjust it. I just don't think they're going to. I'd feel awful if I went 5-0, went to the qualifier, and then still didn't make the elimination stages. I'd be just pissed. Alright, so we're gonna do Skullwoods first. We have to do it anyway. And there's no, like, restriction on Skullwoods. But we're going to do it before we do Ice Palace for the hook. Because I think there's almost equal amount of chance for the hook being at Skullwoods than being in Ice Palace at this point. It also could be in the basement of Thieves Town. In fact, I might... Do I check that? I think I might check it. You know what? If the mirror of the hook is not here, I'm going to go into Thieves Town. I'm going to check the basement. It's about a 2-minute commitment, but it's possible. I'm not saying it's there, but I think it's possible that it could be there. We're basically, it's a 2 for 2. There's only really 4 items that are available in the world right now. There's up to 2 in Ice, and then the 1 here, and then the 1 in the Thieves Town basement. One of those 4 spots is going to have the hook shot. Or it'll lead to it. Like, the mirror could be in one of these spots, and then it leads directly to the hook. So, I mean, again, I've been saying this ever since Key Sanity came out. Well, okay, the first thing I said when Key Sanity came out is, I'm never doing that, it sounds horrible. And then I did it. And then I'm like, well, this is the best thing of all time. You know what? Mistakes were made. But I've been waiting. I've been hoping that they were going to do this Key Sanity tournament. And then when they announced it, I was like, you know, freaking out because it's awesome. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I just hope that the experience doesn't get ruined because of a single loss in a Swiss stage without a safety net. That's what concerns me. Is going 5-0 and losing would piss me off. Going 4-1 and not having the ability to still compete is upsetting. It's very disappointing. Ooh. Oh, yeah, give me those moth. Okay, come back down, bounce down. There you go. Good shit. One more? That's it? Oh, one of those didn't count. That was really good. It's in the other chest. Oh, man, it's in the other chest. I just realized that's a problem. Which means... Okay, what's quicker? Is exiting quicker or save quitting, mirror, and then going back? I think it's actually quicker to save quit. Because you have to run all the way back out, all the way back around, and then around through instead of save quitting, going up and around. I'm going to save quit after this chest, unless it's the mirror. And then, of course, I don't. But if it's not the mirror, I'm going to save quit. Plus, if it's the hook, I'm going to go straight to Death Mountain. Because we're really only missing 2 items at this point. I'm going to check the basement. I'm going to check the blind. I'm going to check the basement in Thieves Town before going to Ice. Definitely a risk. But because of the way that Thieves Town, or I'm sorry, Ice Palace is laid out, I think there's a good chance at this. We've all seen it before. We've all seen it before. And if it is the hook or the mirror, we're gonna stop what we're doing. We're gonna go straight to Death Mountain and see if we can find our go mode items, and then call it and just go. Because then we could go mode swamp and ice potentially. So we need Cane, we need the mirror, we need the hook, and we need one of the medallions. We just don't know which one. We know Ether gets us into Mire, but we do not necessarily need to go into Mire. Oh, damn it. Very possible. Very possible. Again, the problem is the Fat Fairy currently is not available in Logic because Ice Palace is not completable. I mean, we can do it. We can go in there and complete Ice Palace right now, but the logic says Ice Palace is not completable because we don't have the hook shot yet. That's the only reason I haven't gone to Ice Palace yet, is because the logic says you shouldn't be able to finish it yet. Which means it's either here, and then you can go in later, or it's in one of the first few chests within Ice Palace, which is just as equally possible. I hate these out-of-the-way chests, these singles right here. I hate them because you never want to go back and check them. So, and because the Ice Palace is the other 5-6, in theory, the Fat Fairy is not available. Oh my goodness. Are we going to go down the rabbit hole? Are we going down the rabbit? I think we're going to go down the rabbit hole. We're doing it. All right, boys and girls, we're going deep. We're going deep. My hatred for Ice Palace is gonna either win me this race or completely lose me this race. I like my chances. Feel good. I feel good. And I don't think anybody is going to do the smithy route before doing Thieves Town. Everyone's gonna do Thieves Town first, which means everybody's gonna get the hammer right after it. How did I miss? I never missed that. That's interesting. I've never missed that before. I'm feeling good about this. I feel good about this. We can do everything except Vitreous. We don't want to do Vitreous, so... I feel good. I feel good about this. So we're missing 4 items. Well, maybe just 3 now. We don't know what T-Rock is, because we can't go to East Death Mountain yet. We're in an hour 3, and we still can't go to East Death Mountain. So 3 or 4 items are missing. It just depends on what the medallion is for Turtle Rock. There's the big That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, people like that annoy the shit out of me too, so that is cool though. That is funny. Oh, you bastard. Usually that fireball comes at you immediately, so... Alright. 50-50. Come on. We're going down the rabbit hole. You know, it's possible that this, even though this part might not be required, it's possible we still needed to do Ether. So, we'll see how that goes. what I don't want to see is another fetch quest in here, like the shovel or the powder or something like that. That would suck. Wow, left side was a dud. It's all right side. I'm gonna have to use a pot in here if I take another hit. I can't die in here. This is definitely not when you wanna die. When you're searching for your Goma, when you're searching for an item in a pendant dungeon, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to come back into. If there's only one item in here and it happens to be the cane, I will do Vitreous. Because that actually puts the pedestal in play as well. There's only 2 chests left in here, so... We have not found a single item yet. So there's 2 items left, 3 chests to go. Oh, that's a good one, but it's not the one we want. 1 to go. Come on, hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. Yes, motherfucker. Actually, we're going to use it. Yes, 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 yes. I'm happy now. Gamble paid off. That's a big gamble, too, because we got both that and the sword. Very, very nice. Now to the mountain. Wow, it took an hour 7 to get Death Mountain access. And now, again, we don't know. We might not have to do... might be able to go mode Ice Palace still. So that is definitely an option. Oh, I still hit it. Okay, I must have got... Oh, it must be triggered on the beginning of the slash and not the end. I didn't know that. Alright. Boy, that extra jump into Thieves Town paid off huge. That's huge. Alright, so now we can check the pendant too. Or the tablet. So, my debate here is, do I do... Yeah, I guess we do. So we're missing 3 items, or 2 items still. We might be missing 3. We don't know about the 3rd. We'll find out here in a few. I'm tempted. I'm gonna check the two items here, and then I might bail. I might bail. You can't stop me. Nah, we'll keep going. I guess we'll clear. Hopefully the small key's in the basement. This one I'm less inclined to full clear. Even though it is green pendant, I'm slightly less inclined because there's so many items that are currently available to us that we haven't checked yet. So we need the hook, we need the cane for sure. We do not know about the others. We might need them, we do not know. Hook here would be amazing. Shit, that's the basement now. I guess at this point we're committed. We're gonna do it. Again, I do not bomb jump this. I do not bomb jump this chest. If you want to bomb jump it, go for it. I do not do this one. Because if you fuck it up... Ooh, powder. Okay. If you fuck up that bomb jump, it's a minute. Nothing about it. 1 minute off the top. No questions asked. I do not want to take that risk to save 5 seconds. Zeebs, how you doing, big man? Turn away, turn away. There we go. Alright, be the items, so I have to check the basement. Alright, I'm not going to check the basement yet. I'm going to leave. I'm not going to check the basement. I will come back for it. Because I'm going to check the other side of Death Mountain. We'll check East Death Mountain first. And we can come back here really quick. This is not a difficult run back. Oh, there's the cane. And so if this is ether, we're one item away. We just need the hook. And we will most definitely go into Turtle Rock if this is ether. It is. Alright, let's go grab that cane, and then we're going to go into Turtle Rock. We'll see if hopefully we can find the hook, and we can go mode 2 dungeons. Oh, that's right, the 25th anniversary show. Okay, so... Confession to make. I re-upped my WWE Network subscription for 1 month, which actually turned out great. We were watching old WWE, or old WWF, I call them WWF still, old WWF pay-per-views while we were in Indianapolis this weekend. We watched, like, Royal Rumble 92 with Ric Flair.
Oh my god.
We were having a fucking ball. We were just sitting around drinking and watching. It was so much fun. When the Rock and Sock connection broke. That'd have been about 99, I'm going to say. 1999, 2000, something like that. Move. I'm just going to blow this thing up. We're going to check this chest. I've seen the hook here before. That is definitely open into logic. Whoops. Yeah, I'll probably actually watch the Rumble this Sunday, just because the Royal Rumble is interesting enough. I'm a big fan of the Rumble. It's one of my favorite pay-per-views. Yeah, I'm a big fan. So that's one I will definitely watch. Alright, so we're gonna go into Turtle Rock. We don't have the hook, so we gotta do slightly differently, but we are the hook shot away from go mode. And if we find the hook, that's perfect. That means we can go mode everything. We can go mode the 2 worst dungeons in the game. You see, I don't care as much for WrestleMania, though. The Rumble for me is because I just like the Royal Rumble match. I've always been a fan. I don't know any of the wrestlers right now. I really don't. Because I can't... I wish I could get into them, but god damn it, there's so many of them are fucking boring. A lot of them are so goddamn boring. It's difficult to enjoy. I'm trying, though. I'm trying. But I mostly did it for the old school shit. I love the old school shit. Hate doing it the slow way, but no choice. Come on, give me the hook. Give me that hook. Exactly. The Royal Rumble is going to be fun to watch regardless. But it's... I just can't get into it. I just cannot get into the way that it's set up right now. There are a few wrestlers that are interesting, they're fun to watch, but most of them are just like watching... They're just dull. I wish that it wasn't the case, but I just can't get into it. Again, wish I could. I'd love to. So I haven't I didn't actually check Paradox Cave or the Spiral Cave yet. I actually did not do those. So there's potential I'm going to do a little bit more in here than I need to, but... let's see, 1990 SummerSlam. I'm trying to think which one that was. Alright, let me think about this. So in SummerSlam 1990 would have been... Let's see, that would have been after WrestleMania 4... We're in go mode, ladies and gentlemen. We did this fucking like a goddamn perfect. Now, as long as we don't execute poorly, we're in fucking perfect shape. Oh, of course, yes. That was with the... I totally forgot about... That was right when with the Mega Powers. I totally forgot about that. Oh, dude, you know what? I gotta watch that one. I'm gonna watch that one this week. I'm gonna watch that this week. Absolutely, I'm gonna watch that. That's a good one. Alright, so the key's on Laser Bridge. Yeah, I mean, those are so entertaining. They're so entertaining. Those guys had... They had it. Whatever. They had it. And you watch it, and it's so... The wrestling is so different. The wrestling itself is kind of boring in relation. There are some matches that are great. Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect is a technical marvel. I mean, you can't ask for two better technical wrestlers to watch a match. That's perfect for that. Melody and the Nasty Boys. That one's entertaining. We watched. So we also watched the tale of WrestleMania 10 yesterday. I had to show some of the guys the Shawn Michaels Razor Ramon ladder match from WrestleMania 10, which is, to me, it's my favorite match of all time. It is my absolute favorite match of all time. So there's some guys I had to show that match to. And then then we watched, we finished watching, we watched the Bret Hart Yokozuna match as well. Yeah, I mean, that's so good, though. That is just so goddamn good. Pretty good for a tempered sword fight. Alright. We are in great shape, boys. We've done pretty much the minimum. The only thing that we did a few things we didn't have to, but, like, I mean, we did finish Tower of Hera. We didn't need to do that, but, I'm feeling good about this race. I'm feeling real good about it. We might not win, but we're not going to be far behind. The mode is good. We get to go mode the last two dungeons, which are Ice Palace and Swamp. These are the two fucking dungeons you want to go mode. Shit, yeah, you do. Oh, man, we didn't take the dive early. That is... Oh, yes, my hatred of Ice Palace. Almost... It's my hatred of Ice Palace that might win this. Oh, the submission mask from WrestleMania 13, yeah. That was the Ken Shamrock reffing reffed it when Stone Cold passed out. See, that's so good. You can't recreate that. That is how good that is. You just can't recreate that. Yeah, I mean, I was so into it back in the 90s. I remember watching it in the 80s with my dad. My dad would get the pay-per-views, and we'd watch them. You know, we'd watch the pay-per-views and the Saturday Night Main Event stuff. We'd watch those. And then, and then I would watch. You know, I'd watch everything in, you know, basically everything current, and it was the best. I mean, you just wrestling today is not. It's nowhere close to that. They have the athletic ability. I totally agree. They have the athletic ability to do this, but they're boring as fuck, man. Yeah, and you're right. That's probably the thing. The competition or lack thereof is probably a big deal. That's a big part of it. Oh, the Hell in the Cell match too. Yeah. Oh, you actually saw that shit live? Holy fuck. Oh shit. Oh, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm just gonna fall off on that. Yeah. I set that up wrong. Oh, come on. Jesus. There we go. Yeah, I mean that's a legendary match though. That's just a legendary match. Yo, dude. Happy Monday night. How you doing? I say dude because again I forgot how to pronounce your name. So if you ever hear me say, "Hey dude, how you doing?" it means I forgot how to pronounce your name. So the secret's out. You guys have learned my secret now. That's how I do it. If I say, "Hey, dude," usually means I've forgotten how to pronounce your name. Well, I can't pronounce his name.
See.
Oops. Oh, shit. That one's gonna be tricky.
The one in red?
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Ganjanot?
Oh, I almost died there.
Ganjanot?
Wow. Whew.
Ganja?
I'm gonna call you not. Wow. I almost bought it there. That would have ended my run right there. That was so close. Oh, my babes.
Yeah, it's like astronaut. See?
Okay, we're just gonna call you not. Or Ganja. Maybe I can remember.
Ganja.
I can remember Ganja, I think. I think I can remember that. I'll forget next. Oh, fuck. I just went to the wrong spot. Oh, damn it. That's 10 seconds I just lost. Yeah, I agree. And we had a huge conversation about Bobby Heenan last night while we were watching, and it's like, Bobby was the best, especially on commentary. Bobby Heenan's commentary was, you can't ask for anything more than that. It was so good. I mean, he redefined commentary. Think about how commentary would have been without Bobby Heenan. I mean, Jerry Lawler would have nothing to work off of. Yeah, absolutely. There's nobody better. I'm always reminded of the Barbershop with Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, and Bobby Heenan's response after he got thrown through the window was, "Oh, what an act of cowardice! He's trying to escape through the window." I fucking love it. What an act of cowardice. Oops. Yeah, I mean, it's so good. And yeah, JR and Lawler were really good. I mean, they were the voice of the 90s, obviously. And stellar. I mean, they're fantastic, but yeah. Nothing was better than Heenan and Gorilla. They were the best. Hands down. It's not even, I mean, I like, you know, Lawler and JR and all that shit. I really do. But honestly, nobody beats Heenan. Heenan was so good. You hated him when you were, when you were young. You know that he was the one that was rooting for the heels. But you still, especially now when you look back, you appreciate it. And you always laugh. I mean, you can't not laugh. Yeah, we're not even going to check the... I don't think we're going to check the extra chest here. I mean, we are right there. I guess we could. It's a 3-second check. No, we're not going to. You know what? We're not even going to check it. I need to gain 3 seconds back because I had that early death. We need to gain a few seconds back, so we're not even going to check the one chest, or we're just going to blow by it. There's really nothing in there other than golds, than Buttersword that we actually would care about. Maybe Red Mantle, but not even going to bother. That one right here, I'm just going to blow through it. Save me 5 seconds. Because I think we have a chance to win this race. I think we have a good chance to win this race. Considering Thievestown had the Go Mode item, or had the item that led to the Go Mode item, I think we need to... Yeah, we need to do this. Yo, Space Age, what's up, dude? Dude, I told you I was going to be gone for 4 days. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a race in Friday morning. I tried. There wasn't anything going on Friday morning before I left. He was dead as a fucking doorknob, or... Yeah, I messed up my analogy there, but hey. I don't know, do you listen to me? I wouldn't listen to me. Oh, that was Heenan's idea? I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that, and it was a fantastic idea. It was an absolutely fantastic idea to do that. Alright, so I need to officially time this. I still think save quitting is proper here. Because you have to... Otherwise, you have to mirror, you have to flute, you have to do the animations for both. And I think it takes longer than the 10 seconds it does to save quit. I think. I haven't actually timed that, but I think I'm right. Yeah, the 92 Rumble was great. That was a fantastic Rumble. The 92 Rumble was great. The 94 Rumble was great. And then I think the 95 Rumble was... I'm trying to think of the 95 Rumble. Which one the 95 Rumble was. The 94 Rumble was Bret Hart and Lex Luger. I think... the 95 Rumble would have been Shawn Michaels. Oh my god, Hippo's just finished. Holy buckets. He killed it. Yeah, you know what he did? He must have done the hammer first. He must have done the hammer before doing Thievestown. Good for him. I think that's the only way you win. That's the only way you get that time on this one, is if you do the hammer first. Wow, good job. TGH just finished too. Son of a bitch. I thought I was doing really good. Now I'm not so sure. Hammer was in So the hammer was at the blacksmith, but the ether medallion, which led you to Meyer, which led you to everything, was in the Thieves' Town basement. Oh, wow. Oh, we got a quickie. Oh, we got a god one. We got a god tower. We got the god tower. We'll be done in 7 minutes. Maybe even less.
Christ.
So, yeah, Space Age, yeah. I started that up. I guess I didn't even see you much last week. Oh, and Gil, thanks for the bits, man. I didn't even notice the... Oh, that's right. You know, I changed the bit thing. Yeah, I changed the bit minimum for the double deuce. Because I was getting a bunch of ones. I had a night where a bunch of people were just kept donating 1 bit. And, the thing was just going crazy. I love the double deuce, but it was getting a little bit too... It's getting a little bit too crazy. Give me a little prick. Oops. Oh, I got the rebound on that one. Okay, so boots were in Eastern, but we did not get them right away. We got them about maybe 30 minutes in. I'm going to say we got about 30 minutes in, we got the boots. Something like that. Oh, shit. Even that one guy dodges. No, 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 no. Oh, you shithead. You shithead. Man, I might need to ferry the, I only have 1 blue goo, and I kind of want to save it. We'll chance it. We still have a good chance of a top 3 here. I'm actually going to grab this extra heart. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, that sucks. Fuck that up. Nice canter. Yeah, I still think we have a chance at 3rd here. I honestly do. Oh, I didn't pause on that when I got that. There we go. Yeah, no shield on this one. I'll validate. And there's chance of Butter's there. I'll validate for Butter. Or Red Mail. Yeah, I'll validate. $300! Da, 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 da. Ooh, shit. Fuck that up. Alright, there we go. Still shot the gap. So, we're still shooting for 3rd, which I think 3rd is respectable. Hippos and TGH are both really, really good, so... Oh, here's a triple. Look at that triple. That's a beautiful one. This one is not going to be a triple. This one could be. Ah, damn it. I got blue balled. That's a great question. I actually don't... Fuck off, Space Age. I actually don't know. I think they were in the 40s. I do not know the answer to that question. It's 3, asshole. I mean, we only did one thing we didn't have to do, which was we did Hera. Yeah, this is the daily. Other than that, it's just... Did I get a good rotation? I did not. But I got a good setup here. One four, just for a giggle. Ooh, bad setup, bad setup, bad setup. Okay, still dodged it. I'll get to you guys in a sec. I saw a couple things come in. I can't answer it right this second. Still racing for third here. I think I can still get this. I'm not going to be greedy. Oh, damn it. I definitely could have had that set up. Could have had the quick kill. Still got a good one, though. Alright, sniper, no sniping! Sniper, no sniping! Sniper, no sniping!
Mickey.
Third. Alright, we got third. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with third. That was a tricky fucking seed. Winner! That was a tricky fucking seed. Wow. That was a tricky one. So I think the only way that you do as good as Hippos and TGH... I mean, TGH is an execution fiend. But you wait to get the hammer before going into Thieves Town. And that's probably what it was. Which makes sense. I mean, you could do things before going in there. Oh my god, I beat Christos. I beat Christos before. I have beat him before. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play the bonk game. Alright, so we got the boots. Maybe around the 30-minute mark. They were in Eastern, but we did not go there until about 35 minutes in. Because we had other things to do. Which is also probably how we lost some time. Because we didn't go to Eastern right away. So we got a 25. We have a 14. We have a 19. We have a 20. I feel good about my lack of bonks. I'm going to say 17 bonks. 1-7. 1-7. Anybody else want to put it in? Winner goes on to the bonk leaderboard, which will probably go ahead and... Oh, Zeebs, I called 17. You can't call 17. Too late, man. Sorry. 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 Rules are rules. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm going to run this leaderboard through February because we're just starting this. And then we'll figure out, we're going to do something at the end of February to see who's on the leaderboard and who wins. So, 15. We got a 15. So 25, 14, 19, 20, and a 15. And this guy right here, 17. Blaine checking in with a 28. Just here for the bonks. I can totally respect that. Totally respectable. So let's go and fast forward through these credits. Oh, there was B. Yeah, that was a good one. So we... all right, let's go ahead and just let this run through. So we did a huge gamble that paid off enormously. So the ether medallion, yeah, I was right at 30 minutes. The ether medallion to get into Mire, which was Pendant Mire that led to the rest of the seed, was in the basement of Thieves Town. So we didn't have the hammer when we went through Thieves Town. The hammer was actually at the Smithy route. And then we had to go back and check a few things, and we did finish, after we got the fire out, we went back and finished Skullwoods. 10 bonks! Oh my god, I bonk shaved the shit out of that one. And a sub 3, sub 3 menu time too. I feel awesome about that. That was awesome. But yeah, we decided to check Thieves Town at that point and got a break and then just followed the rabbit hole. So we didn't have to do, we got to go mode. So we did get to go mode Ice Palace and Swamp, and then we found the hook shot in Turtle Rock. So Addy got another one, big man, with 14 bonks. I believe that's number 2 on the leaderboard. I mean, I'm ranked through SRL, but it doesn't really matter. Points don't mean shit on the leaderboards. They really don't. So they really don't mean shit. I don't even know. I'm in the 30s, I think, or the 20s. I don't even know what I am. So, yeah. So I feel really good about that run. That was a great run considering that we took 4 days off. And yeah, the 2.5 item time is really good for me. I never get sub 2. I don't think I've ever got a sub 2 on a full run. So my best is like a 2:10 or something like that. So you go back, you do it, man. You do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do. Let me take a look real quick here before I say I'm gonna sign off and see if there's anything else going on. There's not. All right, so here's what's going on, boys, because we're gonna sign off. There is a chance I might do an additional race this evening. I'm not doing the daily at 10 o'clock. There's no way. One-hit knockout, fuck that. I will get annihilated in one-hit knockout because I hit everything. So,
Sorry.
oh, I thought my wife was laughing at me.
No,
So,
no.
if it went by SRL ranking, what would I be? I'll show you what my SRL ranking is right now. I don't even know. I don't pay a ton of attention to it. I'm ranked currently 31st out of like 400 people. That's my current ranking. But the SRL points are completely meaningless. They are 100% meaningless. So, and it'll go up now. It fluctuates constantly, so not a big deal. But anyway, I'm going to go and sign off for the night. If there is another race going on, maybe a Key Sanity run later. I'll sneak on for a second one. If not, I will be back tomorrow, 7 o'clock Central Time for the daily Key Sanity. So, oh, Boyne, you in for it? Okay, I tell you what, do this. How about 30 minutes? 30 minutes for a key run? Will that work for you?
Are you guys gonna start one together?
We might do a Key Sanity later. Okay, keep an eye on Discord. I'll put it up in like 20 minutes. How about that? So, awesome. All right, guys. Then I'll be back in like a half hour, 45 minutes. How about that? So, we're going to sign off for now. Thanks for everyone showing up. And, yeah, we'll check you guys later. Have a good night.